Hey guys, it's Katie, and I wanted to catch up with you and let you know what I'm learning about. And you've heard me say it in blogs and past videos that I'm learning a lot about culture. And today I wanted to explain what that means, because that's a really airy statement just to say I'm learning about culture. And what even is culture? And I've defined it as what makes up a society and its behaviors. And that can include things like food and language, but it can also include things like, is this community individualistic or is it community oriented? Or is ethnocentrism a big issue here? And I don't think I realized that culture was that big. I think I really thought of it as food and dress and language, but it's a lot more than that. I've also learned a lot of Spanish. He aprendido bastante español. But I've also learned that communication is a lot more than language. It has body language and also nonverbals. And I think that even oftentimes those things are more important. Here in Nicaragua, instead of pointing, they use their lips. And at first, I was a little bit taken back, like, why are these people kissing at me? But really they're just pointing, so it's a little bit odd, but I've gotten into it now and I do it all the time, and I kind of catch myself, I'm like, that was weird, but it's cool too that I've been able to immerse myself in this culture and learn things like nonverbals. And I've also learned that there are parts of culture, every culture, American culture, Nicaraguan culture, Chinese culture, Indian culture, there are things that are good, that are even sometimes better than other cultures. There are things that are different and should be celebrated. But then there are also things that are wrong and unbiblical. And I want to caution you guys, and even caution myself, that when you're starting out in a new culture, like I am here, I've only been here for about 2.5 months, I think, to not just, when you get frustrated, say, well, that's wrong, that's unbiblical. Because it might just be different. But if you see something, if there are things in the culture that you're learning about that don't match up with scripture, don't match up with what Jesus says is good and is right and is truth, then it is wrong. But there's things like that in American culture too. But we live in the middle of it, so we don't always say, well, this is wrong, I don't want to live with this. It's a lot harder when you're in another culture and you're learning about everything and taking it in. But I'm really grateful that I've had this time to just kind of examine and learn and just watch and imitate and see, okay, well, this is good and this is not good. And I'm really glad that I've had this opportunity to do it with Nicaragua, because obviously Nicaragua is a huge part of my heart and I want to work here for the rest of my life. And so to be able to now, as a 20-year-old, and to take this time away from my other life in America and get to just say, okay, like, what does Nicaraguan culture look like? It's been a real blessing to get to just spend some time seriously thinking about it, even though sometimes it's really hard. And I kind of went through this like roller coaster while I was here. When I first got here, I was like, okay, just become Nicaraguan, like do everything that you can to become Nicaraguan and immerse yourself. And I did that, and I just thought everything here was better. And then as I started getting deeper into it, I realized, wait, there are parts that I actually don't like, and Nicaragua isn't this ideal that I thought it was. But because of that, I've been able to see and learn a lot of things about myself, and also just about like what is good and what is truth and what is life at its roots. And so, yeah, I've been reading Cross-Cultural Servanthood by Duane Elmer, and I would suggest it to anyone who is about to serve or work in a different culture. He kind of maps out what you're going to be going through, and his book really helped me to kind of put words to what I was feeling, all the confusion and the frustration in a different culture. He really describes it well, but then also gives you a lot of things that you can do to better use your time and better serve and better understand So yeah, Nicaragua's awesome. I'm really enjoying it, and it's just life, which I am so thankful for. Like, this isn't like a fancy trip or anything. Like, I'm sitting in my backyard right now, and just loving it, loving the opportunity to take a step back and just get to do life like Nicaraguans do. So I love you guys, and I'll be posting more videos soon, and I'll definitely try and keep y'all updated on everything here, including what I'm learning, what I'm struggling with, what I'm happy about, and what I'm thankful for, which is y'all, just to even care to watch this video and see what I'm learning about. So thank you guys, and I love you, and I'll see you soon.